Well, the results are now in on whether or not Punxsutawney Phil was correct with his prediction of 6 more weeks of winter.
That's right. Meteorologist Emily Santom is here with the answer.
So what do you guys think? I'm going to ask you guys what you think.
I think
maybe he
saw half a shadow. I think it's a mix.
Okay. I know.
Yeah.
Well, based on, if you asked me this last Saturday, you
yeah,
know,
right?
my answer would be different than today, tracking snow. So I think he was accurate, I think, or right?
Okay.
6 more weeks of winter.
Okay, so these are your final ansers?
I mean, can I say a mix?
I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
You could. I mean, everything goes. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's check this out. It's time for the answer. If he was right or wrong.
He's got to go to a dentist.
He was wrong.
Wrong.
But he was also right.
Yeah.
Ah, so Jeff. Okay, there you go.
All right,
nailed
the mix.
it.
So
Isn't
you
that always the case?
exactly
Yeah.
right. So since 2015, Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of winter in 3 early springs. And NOAA found that the lower 48 saw warmer temperatures in the 6 weeks that followed. Portland, though, was the opposite. It trended differently. And with that snow coming this weekend, it definitely makes you feel like that's correct, too. Check out the average temperatures on February 2nd, and 6 weeks after that brings us to March 16th. The average temperature on February 2nd, it just happened to be the coldest day of the month already, so the average temp was 7.5 degrees. And on the 16th, this past 2 weeks, 45 degrees. That's the temperature average. So this is where it gets kind of crazy, whether or not this is more so the proof that Portland was actually seeing 6 weeks of winter. Here are the temperature averages for the 6 weeks after Groundhog Day. In the past 10 years, 2015 had the coldest average temperature of 19.5 degrees. And this time around in 2025 was 26.8 degrees. The normal is 28-degree average. So we were below, meaning that Phil was right for Portland, but for the rest of the country, nope. And it's been pretty warm, actually. It's only 2015, 2025. Really, the first top 5 are lower than the normal.
All
So
right.
it's really, it's Phil knew what he was talking about for Portland, but
Which is kind of weird for being a rodent, too.
I know.
Right, or
But it's
Vernum.
hard to predict for the whole country. You know what I mean?
yeah, you know, me and Phil,
Yeah.
Do you think he gets into Burrow and he has all the maps in there and everything else like that?
maybe.
The computers,
I think Phil
radar.
is just for fun.
He's got his Farmer's
just a
Almanac
silly-
down there.
Exactly.
Yep,
And stay tuned. We may pull the Farmer's Almanac out in the next couple of days.
Or when he gets
tomorrow.
outside, he licks his claw and just holds it up in the air. And goes, okay.
Should I start
Is it
doing
windy
that?
Exactly,
today? Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
man.
know. Phil's a funny little guy.
Well, we should have
Funny big guy.
Mittens also. I
did it too.
did a impression with Mittens of Phil and the whole holding up
Exactly.
the groundhog of the cat, and he saw his shadow, but he also kind of didn't see it, so it was sort of a mix.
So we really should be following Mittens' forecast.
See?
Did
Exactly.
Mittens see shadow or not?
Yeah.
Interesting. So we'll have to wait till next year.
And this is going to be a tradition, right?
It's got to be now.
All right,
now
every
that I've
Groundhog
done
Day.
it.
Every February 2nd.
I should have pulled that photo back out. But I
Oh,
didn't
you're
realize you were
right.
doing the groundhog forecast. It was pretty.
Next
epic.
year we can talk about it again, and
Yes.
also Mitten can be the
That would be
groundhog
great.
that comes
Oh,
up.
on the graphic.
Maybe
oh,
we
that'd
can
be
make
great.
an animated Mitten.
I have a
That'd be
video
fun.
of me doing it.
Okay, we'll put that in
All right.
next time.
I think we need a road trip. Mittens going down to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, right, to
awesome.
meet the groundhog.
Oh,
And
that'd
we'll
be
have
so
a
great.
big crowd. They'll have because I remember people get the groundhog noses. We're
Oh,
gonna
do
get
they?
cat ones. We're
Yeah.
gonna get cat ears. It'll be fun. Mittens Day.
Oh, that's a party down there. I have some friends that are going down next year, so I can't wait to hear about the experience. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
Should
great.
Mittens Day be on February 2nd too, or should it be a different day?
I don't know.
Maybe
It's a
the
good
day
question.
after?
Maybe.
Or the day before?
Well, it is Groundhog Day. Maybe we have a Mittens
Yeah, we
Day
should
on
have a
February
Mittens
3rd.
Day.
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
that's
go.
a good idea.
Or the
All right,
first, too.
it's settled.
Yes, all right. So if you have any more questions, maybe about Groundhog Day in general, you can always email us at weather@wgme.com.